Well, hello again, and there you are, cruising with GK today. There's been a lot of things going on. We've been doing pretty damn good. And it's the end of the day. Just went to the deli to get me a nice sandwich. And the lady there, who's always there, woo wee! And I come walking in and she looks and she was like, "Were your ears ringing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "I've been thinking about you for the last 2 days." And I was like, "All right." "Why is that?" She was like, "I love your hair." And I'm like, "Well, thanks." You know what I mean? There's a lot of bald guys who are jealous of me, and she started cracking up, and we've had a good time. Things have been all right. Been working on some things, trying to make it happen, doing what I do. And as much as I hate commuting, I like commuting because there's a lot of, bro, you almost, really, bro, you gonna tap next to me? There's been a lot of wildness going on. Almost trade paint a few times. There's a lot of craziness out there. It really is. But I'm in the deli and everything, and I'm talking to the lady, and there's other people in there, and she's hearing stories. We're all, talking back and forth. And the lady was like, "You're such a good person." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "People are scared to talk anymore." And I was like, "Yeah, because everybody's scared they're going to offend somebody else. Me, I don't care." I really don't. Because, you know what they say, joke you if you can't take a, you know how it goes. Um, anyway, let me turn this off. So, sitting here in traffic, chilling, just thinking about different things, different stories. And it's funny how you'll be looking at something else, thinking of something else, and sometimes that brings back wild memories, things that you've done, things that you've wanted to do, and you've thought about it, and you said, but then it comes back at you full force, and you're like, "You know what? I think I'm going to try that." And I just talked to somebody, and I said, "You know what you really need to do is go skydiving." And they're like, "Really?" And I was like, they're like, "I'm scared of heights." And I was like, "Yo, there was a guy who was petrified in Hawaii. He's selling these tickets, and he didn't know nothing about skydiving. It took me 45 minutes. I talked him into it, and he went and he loved it. So after explaining to him how everything goes and whatnot, he was like, "You know what? I think I'm going to try it." And I was like, "Bro, here's my number. You want somebody to go with? I'll go with you. I'll walk you through the whole process. But here's the thing. Once you're in that plane, you can't check it out. Once they go up, that's it. You're leaving this plane, whether you like it or not." That's all there is to it. So we'll see how that pans out. What else have we been doing besides driving and acting wild and cracking jokes and doing all sorts of things? It's been a wild ride. The new job thing is doing pretty good, fixing everything that I can, and getting ready to go to school and get certified and then move up and move farther and whatnot, which is cool. Am I prepared for it? Yeah, sort of. It'll be something new to me. You know what I mean? Which I'm just changing everything. So I got to change myself. Got to slow down on my smoking. My boy Chris gave me a good talking to and told me that I am not going to last on a race car longer than 15 to 30 minutes because it's exhausting, and he should know. He's a professional. So that's been weighing on my mind on what I'm going to do with myself. Because lately I haven't been caring, honestly. I've just been going through the motion, doing like everybody else does. Go to work, go home. Go to work, go home. Go to work, go home. That's about it. Colorado Cafe used to be right there. So, it is what it is. Now, here's the other thing that's really important. Really important. You see how many people are out here in traffic. You see how many people are driving. A lot of people ain't got nothing else better to do except be out here on the road. But, in the mornings, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's people out here flying. I'm doing triple digits and getting past like I'm standing still. it isn't because they want to. Well, I do, but it isn't because they really want to. It's because they have to. After they get the kids up and get everybody ready for school and kiss the missus and this, that, and the third, and they realize they're late, they know they have to get to their job because their job probably has an HR department that says, oh, you were 5 minutes late. You were 5 minutes late, 7 minutes late, this and that. So they don't want to hear that BS. They're going out there and trying to do what they got to do. And I understand that completely. Everybody has their responsibilities and they try to live up to those. I will show you the still picture later. Somebody came smoking into the parking lot at Well Done with cops behind them. Not one, two. So they were obviously very late. But here's the thing. I worked at a job whereas in, if you were more than a minute late and you punched in a minute afterwards, you had to fill out this form. Why you were late. Bruh, really? I don't have time for that. Why you were late, this and that, traffic, holding up time. And my boy Lee and Greg, they used to pick me up sometimes, and if I'm a couple minutes late, that makes us all late because they were giving me a ride. You know what I mean? And now everybody's got to fill out this paper and blah, 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 and then listen to Debbie in the office. And I didn't have any time for it. So, like 2.5 years I've been at this job, almost 3. So I'm going into the office, and of course I'm late to go fill out my paperwork of why I'm late. And my boss goes to me, he says, yo, you know what? You've only been here for close to 3 years. All right. What? He was like, you have more raises, more absentees, more days off than people that have been with the company for 15 years. How is that? Well, A, I know what I'm doing. B, nobody can do the things that I do. And some people see it. That's why I get these raises. Because if you're not going to give me a raise, I'm not going to do what you want of me, and I'm going to do even less. That's all there is to it. I was supervising people with 2 years experience in print rooms and whatnot that have been in the business for 30 years, and they couldn't figure out how to make a machine run. I come in there and make this thing spit out, I don't know, 70, 80 pieces a minute because I know how to make things work. So he was like looking at me and he was like, well, you got to fill out this paper. You know, you're late, this and that. I'm 12 minutes late, something like that, right? So you know what I did? I said, give me that paper. He gives me the paper. I sign my name to it. Sign my name. I go over to the copying machine. I run off 30 pages with my signature on it. 30 pages. I'm running off some paper. I don't care. So I hand him a stack of papers, and he was like, what's this? I said, all you got to do is add the date and make up anything you want. He was like, well, I don't know how you're going to be late or when you'll be late. I said, bro, when I'm late, you make up any excuse you want because they ain't going to do nothing to me. I'm not worried about it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about HR, none of that. They can kiss my ass because the minute that anybody else can come out there and do my job, they're welcome to it. Just looked at me and was like, all right. And he took the paper. Anytime I was ever late after that, I never filled out a paper. I let it ride. I stayed with that job. Then, of course, when I was working for the track and I was working for the NHRA and Raceway Park and everything, I took off Thursday, Friday, and Monday because it's a 4-day event. Monday, you're going to want to relax. Take off Monday. I come in Tuesday. There's a machine down in the print room, and my boss is acting all wild. He leaves. He sends his brother in there. Then his brother comes in there, running off at the mouth. He's like, once again, I got to babysit the print room, this and that, and blah, 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 blah. I said, hold on. Hold that thought. So he looks at me all weird. I was like, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. So what I do, I go and grab my little Isuzu Trooper. I pull up to the back door of the print room. I swing open this big-ass door. I roll, open my back doors to my Trooper. I roll my toolbox right to the back of my Trooper. I'm no super big dude, but this is what happened. I put my toolbox up against my trooper. I grab that thing from the bottom. I deadlift, I don't know how many pounds, but I know it's filled with tools. And I launch this whole thing into my trooper. Boom! He's looking at me in amazement, like he can't believe that I just picked up the equivalent of 2 fat men just after drinking beer. And shut my doors. Turn around and I look at him. He looks at me and he was like, where are you going? I said, I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm getting the fuck out of here. Shut the door, and that was it. I walked out. Ever since then, place went downhill after that. Everybody was like, yo, ever since you left, that place went downhill. I don't know what you were doing. I said, yeah, I was holding it together as best I could because I made things happen. So after I left, yeah, they're still in business and everything. Don't get me wrong. They didn't fold up because of me, but there was some hard times for them people. So these are the things that you got to think about when you have a really good employee that's willing to go above and beyond the call of duty and you shit on them. When they leave you flat and they've gotten fed up so much, you'll never get them back unless you offer buku dollars and you talk to them with some respect. That's something you need to think about. Respect is a big key in everything. And the way that your little soft ones now don't want to work as much as other people don't want to work, you should consider yourself lucky that people are actually working for you, because there's a lot of laziness out there and I see it all day long. There's people out there looking for people. I can go and get a job anywhere and get any price that I want. That's not what I'm here for. The only reason that I'm working at this spot that I'm working at now is because it's for a friend of mine. He needed help badly, didn't have anybody to take care of anything. So I'm helping him out. Of course, I'm getting paid and everything, but at the same time, that's the type of person I am. You need help? I'm going to help you. And I'm helping him. And now it's going to turn into probably my final job I'll ever have. I hope. Hopefully, if everything goes right. If I can pull this off. But other than that, if he didn't need my help, I wouldn't be there. I'd be going somewhere else. And I can find anywhere else. But I don't feel like finding anywhere else. I want to go where I'm going to have some fun and work and do my thing and, you know what I mean? And be respected and talked to like a human being. And guess what? I found it. So here I am. I've wasted enough of your time, but it's not a waste because I hope I taught you something and employees something and everybody else that you've got to have respect for others, for them to respect you. Because without that, you're just a cog in the fucking machine. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. And the way that I see people walking around here with their head up their ass, I see people throw shit out of their windows, drop trash on the floor, this, that, the third, pissing on the toilet seat type shit. That's some bullshit. So if I ever come across things like that and I see somebody doing something wrong, you best believe I'm going to check them. Because I've been checking people lately and I've been letting them know, like, you fucked up. You fucked up. Plain and simple. You might be bigger than me. Just because you can beat me physically doesn't mean you're right. Just because I can beat you physically doesn't mean I'm right. It's all about rightness, morals, and respect for the next person. Don't be doing 18 and a 35. Don't be doing 18 and a 35 and get mad because I blow my horn at you or come around you or push you into the weeds. Don't get mad because you're driving stupid. That's what it boils down to. Respect. All right? Wow, this is a good long one. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I got to go and have my sandwich because I am starving. It's been a long day and the sun's about to, yep, it's down. And that's about it. Peace, y'all. Hashtag GKSAYS. This is Cruising with GK. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you got time to watch it. Peace.